Now, I want you to consider for a moment if Broly had the deductive abilities to make his own decisions during combat. Imagine if he had a more logical side. Let's say, like the Hulk. The more rational side of him is Bruce Banner. Let's say, for example, how he has his father Paragus that puts a tap on his power, that knows when to make the right decisions for him, to control him, to regulate his power. Just like in Dragon Ball Heroes, how Kamba has Fu. Imagine he had that deductive ability for himself. If he was smart enough to make decisions on how much power to release at a certain amount of time. That's what we're going to be discussing today. Hey guys, it's Sugoi Admin, aka My POV, and on Wednesdays I'm going to be covering theory and discussion videos. In the wake of the Broly movie coming out in the UK next week, and also having its official dub release in lots of countries around the world, I want to cover a topic about the Dragon Ball Super version of Broly that I don't think a lot of people have actually discussed. I've watched a lot of other YouTubers discussing his power levels, how strong he is, how strong he can get over time in a fight, and his reactive adaptation. And today's discussion is about what if Broly actually had intelligence on top of his power. So as you already know, Broly's basis of his strength is raw power, and something that should be noted is that, of course, the Saiyans are a warrior race, but from what I know and what I've heard from what happens in Dragon Ball Super, I'm aware that Broly had an extremely different upbringing to both other main Saiyans in the series. Of course, they were both. You had Goku, who was raised on Earth, so he has one outlook on life. And then you've got Vegeta, who obviously was raised as a Saiyan, and later on in his life, he lived on Earth. They have very different outlooks. To Broly, he was raised by his father basically on the bare minimum of what he needed to survive. So he was raised based on survival instincts, just raw survival instincts, as if he was a creature or an animal. So he would know basic things like how to eat, how to sleep. He was basically bred to fight, bred to be the strongest Saiyan warrior or the strongest warrior, period. So there's no noticeable degree of intelligence or intellect. I think that Broly basically merely fights on pure power and instinct. It's literally reactive instinct. It's not any thought process involved in it. It is literally as a response to whatever is happening to him at the time. He basically reacts with a raw instinctual nature. And he's already really, really strong with the aspect of his reactive adaptation. And as the fight goes on, he gets stronger. I also think that besides intelligence, because he has like such a minimum set of what you could say of understanding, and he was solely based on survival, that things like emotions can trigger him and make him even more strong or powerful. So I think now that, having in mind how he's already extremely strong, if he had intelligence on top of that, being able to deduce things during fight strategy and being able to make certain decisions that would definitely be able to make him win or prevail in a fight, Broly would probably be the most powerful character in the series. Because if he had the intelligence of someone like, let's say, Fu, he may not be canon, but he's extremely intelligent, or even the intelligence of Goku when it came to combat, he would have definitely been able to overcome them because he's already got the basis and the foundation of his instinctual power. Also, by the end of the Dragon Ball Super movie, I know and I'm aware that he also he continues to live on. So I think that gives him an aspect and a opportunity for growth. And if he can build upon his intelligence and his life experience, I think he can also build upon that, obviously his intellect, and something that would probably push his abilities and power over the roof is if he had like a spiritual development, kind of like Ultra Instinct. I think he would be unbeatable and unstoppable. So that's just something to consider. If Broly had intelligence alongside his power, he probably would not be able to be stopped. He'd probably be the most strongest character in all of Dragon Ball. You've got Jiren, and he basically is one of the strongest characters in the series. And one aspect of his abilities that grounds him is the aspect of spiritual development, and that's through meditation. You've got Goku's Ultra Instinct, so that's not to say that Broly couldn't have the same kind of development. Well, to let me know what you guys think. How much more powerful do you think Broly could get if he had a boost in his intelligence, or his intelligence was enhanced, and he became more educated and more intellectual along the way? Let me know what you guys think. This is just something I want to discuss. I'd like to go into more detail later on during more of my other videos, and hopefully get more into the swing of these type of videos. So yeah, thanks guys. That was today's video. It's been Sugoi, admin, aka my POV. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. If you enjoyed and want to see more of this type of content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.